And we're back on the Morning Brew with Larry Aarons. I'm your co-host, Erin Muffletto. And we have Dan and Michael here on the couch still. Stephen, Michael Quezada.
SMQ.
Yeah, everybody does that. Don't worry about it. You're not the first one.
He's so nice they named him 3 times. That's why.
Yeah. Because I came from such a large family, we all had to have 3 names in order to figure it out.
Well, it's kind of like I'm called Starin, you know. It's like Stephanie, Aaron combined. It's just Aaron, you know.
I'm Daniel Eduardo Gutierrez Stupedo.
Yeah. I was that
I think
too.
that Stupedo part, that's
Was
kind of
that your mom talking?
Yeah, she was
right
smacking me at the same time.
Oh, yeah. My mom hit me so many times with a shoe. If you shaved it right here, it says Hecho in Mexico right here.
So on that note,
I think my mom has the same pair of shoes.
so you do so much in the community. Tell us a little bit about the nonprofit work you do.
Well, you know, my big nonprofit is YDI, Youth Development Incorporated. Again, I started in 1987 doing the Teatro Consejo, which is a gang intervention program. And I would go into schools, you know, like School on Wheels or some of these alternative schools where the kids were we were right about to lose them. And you get these gang members, and I'd have to fight for gang members, and I'd have to go to gang leaders and tell them, I want this kid. And there was times that, you know, I had guns pulled on me and they were going to shoot me, and I'd tell them, hey, you can shoot me, man, but they're going to replace me tomorrow. Just like you can replace this kid tomorrow. Don't tell me you can't replace him, because I know you can. This kid wants to do something. And so they would join me, and we would do theater, and we'd learn how to write, and they would learn budgets. And so I was teaching them, you know, how to write, and I teaching them math and all this stuff in a way that they didn't know they were learning that. Yeah. And so at the end of this program, they were different kids. When they saw that people really cared about their story, because they would write the stories, it would be more about their life, and we would perform it on stage at the Chemo Theater and sell out the Chemo Theater, you know, and all these people would cheer them on, and they were just, all of a sudden these kids were just different people.
Never thought.
And not that they went on to be, you know, actors or writers or whatever. They went on saying, you know what, I'm a part of this community, and I feel that I could do something. And almost all of those kids, I thought maybe out of all of, you know, maybe a couple hundred kids that I've impacted through just that program, I lost 2 of them. You know, and so I thought the statistics were pretty good.
Isn't that what the gang mentality is about? It's just belonging to something. You provide them something else to belong to.
And confidence, you know, to give kids confidence, that's what we need to do. You know, I just recently joined the APS school board.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations on that, by the
way
way.
to go.
Thank
way
you
to step up.
Well, you know, and it's a challenge, right? But I think that, you know, we're trying to figure out, you know, graduation rates, achievement gaps, and again, I go back to confidence. And you gotta have teachers who can be able to instill confidence in these students. And if you can't, then we're gonna lose them. But then we have a problem with 47 kids in a classroom. Right? I mean, you can't expect a teacher, as an acting teacher, I'll take on acting students every year. I'll probably do a program once a year and take on act, but I don't take no more than 15, because it's not fair to anybody. Why would I take any more students than 15?
We got a little video on YDI.
Yeah.
Let's look at that right now.
Sure.
Let's take a look at this video and see what YDI does.
Is this a script or? Yeah. What do I say? Here.
Hey guys, we can start.
Okay.
Good. So put your arm around her, your left arm.
All right.
Alright.
Okay, so how does that look, Renee?
I don't know, you're kind of in the shot.
Sorry.
For 2 summers,
3 years.
5 years.
5 years, I've had a safe,
Creative place.
To practice my art.
a safe place where I can be myself.
Do you want to go, Mike, in the front or the back?
Breaks through your window. I wish I was your.
See, the thing about YDI is, it's not just one thing to one kind of person.
It means a lot of things to all of us.
I'm Victoria.
My name is Renee.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Gus Pedrati.
And we're YDI kids.
What's not to like about that?
Well, you
great
know,
stuff.
and that's the thing, is that, you know, that's the Mi Voz program, which is documentary filmmaking, with a couple of my Actors Course students in that commercial. Because I kind of focus more on film acting and writing and short films, and they do documentary filmmaking. And so, you know, anything to do with arts is a way to keep kids occupied, busy, and motivated, and confident.
What I like what you're doing with the film teaching kids to act in front of film cameras is because there's a big difference between learning how to act on stage when you're a high school instructor, gives you a limited amount of room to kind of project and act. But when you do it for film, it's more intimate, it's closer.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to kind of explain to these kids that there is a difference, and you're teaching them this difference. Because the thing is, there's not a lot of theater jobs out there, but there are much more film jobs, even for doing small, short videos like that.
Sure. There's a lot of theaters in New Mexico, believe it or not. There's, if you want to do theater, the problem is you can't feed yourself.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we want to train kids to be able to, feed themselves. So then you can work on a couple of movies a year and then do a theater play because you have the money to do
Stephen.
That's all right.
Good to see you.
Hey, yeah,
Thanks for joining us. Aaron, thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on The Morning Brew.